This seems unnecessary. This would lead to the deaths of thousands of innocent civilians, and for what? We might not even get the entire group.
With the equipment we have, we could get the group, and there would be no more ISIS to worry about.
This could potentially be dangerous for our government and our military.
But if we do this, we could intimidate other countries, rebel groups, and terrorist groups.
We could intimidate them, but we could also anger them. Yes, because this would keep millions of people safe.
But ISIS is so powerful that the group might not be able to be contained. It could even cause an uprising because so many people are a part of it.
Having them contained could help the United States grow alliances with other countries.
Have you ever thought that other countries wouldn't want our protection?
What country wouldn't want the protection of one of the most powerful countries in the world? If ISIS was contained, it wouldn't be able to grow larger than it already is. Containing them seems like the best option until we figure out our final move.
Yes, this could prevent people from joining ISIS, and it would help the Iraqi government.
If we do this, it could very likely make their current government angry.
This could force ISIS to stop any terrorist attacks they had planned.
By forcing them to do this, we could just upset other countries.
This might make citizens of Iraq happier with the government.
Yes, if we reinvade Iraq, we could contain ISIS and prevent future plans.
Reinvading Iraq would most likely kill thousands of civilians. We could break up families and cause people to lose their homes.
We could possibly defeat ISIS.
But this would mean war, and this means death of U.S. soldiers. The expenses would be very high also, and there's always a chance of us losing.
If we invaded, we could get a hold on the situation and prevent future terrorist attacks. No, these are rebel groups. They have a history of rebelling and turning on people.
But we would also have a lot of other people on our side.
This would make ISIS and possibly other countries mad. This would be contributing to civilian loss.
This would also be evening out the fight.
No, this would just make ISIS mad and they would quickly get a new leader for the group.
This would mean more members of ISIS were dead. We would also scare ISIS members and show them exactly what we were capable of.
This could speed up attacks on the U.S.
I think this would postpone attacks because the group would be lost without their leader telling them what to do and how to do it.
Yes, because if this happened, ISIS couldn't promote its group and beliefs online.
So many people use social media that that's how they find out information about things like this. I feel like this would just make people more blind to the issue and impact of ISIS.
This would protect kids from seeing the gruesome things ISIS is doing to people, and would also prevent people from wanting to join a terrorist group or wanting to commit terrorist attacks.
If we did this, people would be less aware of what was going on between ISIS and its enemies.
Yes, if we did this, we would have a lot more people on our side fighting against ISIS.
These militaries could misuse the weapons we gave them and even turn on us. This isn't a good idea.
But with all these people fighting against them, ISIS would definitely be scared.
This would cost our government a lot of money.
Yes, because in this case, there is no fighting needed.
This should be basically impossible to do.
If we succeeded, ISIS would no longer be a threat.
This could potentially make everyone mad. We would be negotiating with terrorists.
This would save a lot of lives and prevent a lot of future attacks.
But they could also turn on each other and forget the negotiation. If that happens, we will now have wasted all this time.
safer altogether, not just against ISIS.
But if the United States does this, it would cost a lot of money. That's money we don't have.
But it would make this country less vulnerable, and we might even intimidate other countries if we had better security.
But more soldiers would be needed, and yes, other countries might be intimidated, but it could also provoke other countries into attacking us.
The U.S. and U.S. citizens would feel more confident not having to worry about terrorist attacks.
With more security comes less privacy for our citizens.
This is a good idea, but there are some consequences, like making other countries mad.
We could make people stop funding ISIS, though, without money. How powerful are they, really?
This would also upset the people funding them. No, the United States shouldn't do that because the countries could turn on each other.
But if this means the U.S. would have more people on their side and would have more support.
If we get other people involved, ISIS could get mad and become unpredictable. We could also risk the safety of the members of the United Nations, France, China, Russia, and the United Kingdom.
Sure, ISIS could get mad, but it would be eliminated faster for other powerful countries fighting against it.
If we did this, we could lose our alliances with these countries due to disagreements in funding.
What an incompetent idea. These militias could betray our country after we arm them.
But if we did this, we could possibly contain or defeat ISIS.
I don't think people realize how hard it would actually be to defeat ISIS.